Welcome, everybody, to this very special whiskey edition of Kicking with the Compas. You like that ting, Emiliano? You like that ting? Well, guess what? We got that ting for you. Hi, everybody. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. the Mexcellence. I'm treating everything like it's a news show. TJ, don't you goddamn laugh at me when I'm doing my sweet my overindulgent intro. Hi, everybody. Sammy Gonzalez, make sure I'm framed right. I am framed right. Across from me, we have...
DJ, what's up?
Already been talking with the glow. You got
time out. I'm going to need to do my shows during the day now.
Oh, that's too much. There you go. Soft glow.
Right, got soft glow.
You got the glow.
Fresh shower, fresh lotion. It's all working together.
Oh, my God. It's so fresh and so clean. And joining us... Shut up. Joining us on the other side in his cowboy hat, we have... That's Kicking with the Compas. I did the fade wrong. I have not slept tonight. We have...
Emiliano from the ATX Whiskey Society, El Whiskilero.
All right, here's what we got to do first, though. We got to get you closer to the goddamn mic. Cool. So let's go ahead and frame you guys right. TJ, if you can go ahead and scooch to your right a little bit. Emiliano, get some room there. And then, I actually need to move that mic over, but you're good right there. You do, actually, let's get over just a little bit more.
It's okay. Get close.
Yeah, get close. And then, and then you just got to project a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because the last time you were here, because I was gone on vacation the last time you were here, I was watching the footage, and you'd be like, yeah, so this whiskey...
Oh, gotcha.
And it's really good with that.
Yeah.
Because you get real chill and real lean and comfortable. It's a comfortable time here at the Mexcellence. So we're going to go ahead and we have an assortment of whiskeys. We have 4 whiskeys.
Yeah, 4.
We have 4 whiskeys. And what we're going to do, I'm going to let you introduce them. And then we're just going to share stories, the things that we like to talk about when we were drinking, like some of the favorite things you like doing. I'll start to get the kind of vibes going. But essentially, we're not going to be talking about so much the whiskeys and the technical aspect like we did last time, last year when we did this. We're going to go ahead and, that's pretty funny. Did JJ and Marcus do a fusion dance? Yeah, that's a nice happy medium. You got JJ's beard and his eyes, and then you got Marcos's broadness and skin color. So, and TJ, where's my Discord?
Well, actually, I need to add the channels on, but it'll be out today.
It'll be out today at some point, maybe later. But so we're gonna go ahead and try some of these things. But first and foremost, this is from last year. You got us the nice glasses, and I'm gonna see if I can remember how we use these properly. But let's go ahead and ante up real quick, TJ, if you would.
Let me take this opportunity. No, I know you've been in the studio quite a bit, but I always get to seem to miss you. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, no, for sure. I've been now on stream, I guess, with Marcos, JJ, and Tommy. And Sammy, and I don't know.
Like last year was the only time.
Okay,
right? Because you missed the tasting last. No, you were there for the tasting.
I was there for the tasting. That was like the only time. Like, and then like any other time you come.
Then you vanished into the depths.
But I feel like that just happens with most ships.
Stop looking at yourself in the pretty glow that you have.
Fuck you. I'm literally just trying to make sure.
Yeah, so like I missed you so much, Emiliano. I missed the Whiskilero and everything on Instagram.
Okay, because
actually, first and foremost, let's do that after you do what you're about to say right now.
No, it helps me because sometimes when I look over, I'm like, there's another screen over there. There's so many distractions, dude. So
there's a big ass 50-inch TV over there with the show on right now.
Angle myself this way because that's like giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
Do you want me to turn it off? Nobody's here to watch
it. I love it. I think it's funny.
Okay.
No, because it's just like a lot of angles. Yeah. So I'm just trying to focus on the one angle that looks incredible.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
It's a good thing that all my angles look good.
But seriously, I'm excited. The last time we did the whiskey tasting was an experience. You put me on game. And just as like, a refresh for people, I started out 2020 hating whiskey and made it my COVID mission to fall in love with the dark liquid.
By brutally pounding down tons and tons of whiskey until he liked it.
Some people run away from their fears.
Just so happened to COVID when everyone sat inside that you chose to just fight the urge to discuss whiskey.
There was so much other utilization of my time that probably would have been a lot more beneficial. I could have learned another language. Right. I could have read at least 50 books. But no, I decided, fuck it. I don't like gin. I don't like whiskey. I gotta fix that.
Right. You got to do something here. And by the way, a guy named EJ gifted a tier 1 sub to Nomiet, and that's 2 gift subs and first time chatter. who do you got for Spence versus Crawford undisputed tonight? That's a Marco's question. Wait for the wrestling talk there because that's going to be combat sports along with MMA. But before I get that, it just gave me a reminder that we're at 163 of 150 subs.
Oh my goodness.
I know that we had set the goal a little bit higher. So before we do the promos, what were we looking at here? We were looking at 250 active subs. So let me go ahead and update that real quick. And 250 subs will be our active goal. But the way we want to do that, we're going to manage goals. And we're going to go to sub goals. And we're going to go ahead and set that to, what did I say? 220? 250? I said 250. Let's do 250. And we're going to start the goal. And there we are. Everybody's here. Everybody's excited.
And
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, hey, while you're here early. You guys got so many things doing today, so we really appreciate it. But this is an opportunity. Bring in your friends. Bring in someone. Tell everybody. Yeah. Tell them that, hey, these idiots are drinking whiskey at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Like, at the start
Saturday,
of this day. Yeah.
It's a Saturday, my man.
Yeah,
At the start of our stream.
That's how we do it here on the Mexcellence. And for those of you who missed the intro, we got a gorilla knocking on the door. But be sure to screen grab this right here if you want to see what times everything is. And Dizzy Amigo, you are also a part of that screen grab for everybody. Ooh. So just be sure to recognize what you got.
Well, now time
Why
out.
is there music playing?
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah,
Genius Monster 1. Shout out to you for gifted 10 to kick things off.
I brought 4 things up the stairs and my phone hit the play button.
That's hilarious. Anyway.
And,
and his chorizo's out. Anyway. But we won't tell you who it was.
Okay, whatever.
So, the sponsor for this episode, though, is the ATX Whiskey Society. So, Emiliano, can you tell us and remind the folks what the ATX Whiskey Society is all about?
Yeah, so we're based out here in Austin, Texas. I'm born and raised. I am one quarter of the crew now.
Okay.
We brought some folks along.
Excellent.
But yeah, we are no real like Patreon or no like payment, group. We're just kind of like folks who talk about whiskey, want to educate people about whiskey, more so want to kind of revolutionize the community of whiskey. And what I mean by that is that it is obviously very much so historically a white male dominated, community.
Absolutely.
But in the past, just like 5 years, even just a little bit before COVID, you've seen kind of people of color, black, indigenous, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, etc., starting to jump into the fold. Gulf Coast Distillers, formerly now Giant Texas Whiskey, which we actually have one of their bottles of, is the first Mexican-owned distillery out of Houston, in the state of Texas, and hopefully one of these days we can make a second. But that's down the line.
That's exciting stuff, man. And while you were doing that, Keon Sloan, 5 Tier 1 subs community, thank you so much.
And don't worry, Josh, my forever. I saw your 25 early. You good.
You catch your breather? Yeah.
But right. what I wanted to, just bouncing off of you, one thing that I really like I appreciate that you're bringing to just overarching culture is I think there's a stigma around drinking that tends to be with, at least I can speak for black culture, right? Where it's like, no, sophisticated drinking and tastings are also part of the equation of things that we like to do. It's not just all of what media presents a lot of the times. And it's like, encouraging folks to kind of get out of that mindset is something that, don't get it twisted. Like, Four Loko TJ is a thing here, right? So
Four Loko TJ is a menace.
Yep.
It's a menace to all.
But I feel like because of that, drinking culture in general has neglected some of the nuances and the coolness that comes with just being able to sit down, take a straight sip of something and understand what's going on.
Yeah, well, so realistically, there's even like Afro and American indigenous like background and teachings that go into not only distilling but also just whiskey making. So Tennessee whiskey. Well, I know we're
smooth. Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
But so
I
know we're not trying to be like super technical or not, but Tennessee whiskey, the standards for Tennessee whiskey is meet everything that is a bourbon. So at least 51% corn in the mash bill, has to be new charred American oak, etc. But at the same time, it has to be filtered through maple charcoal.
Right.
Do you want to announce?
Oh, yeah, we got a hype train coming. Oh, Enrico here just cheered 5,500 bits. Oh, my God. And we actually do have some unlimited emotes. We have the rare golden JJ for tier 2 subs, and we have for tier 3 subs the angry chile, the spicy chile, if you will. But Emiliano, that's all great and interesting and fine and dandy. Please Support ATX Whiskey Society. Look at all the posts. Look at all the whiskey. Let's get to the action and let's share some stories. But joining us in the clutch, we have Marcos, everybody. Marcos, you missed the intro, but it's on Instagram for you to watch later. Also, TJ, could you do me a favor and somehow finagle that camera by
Did the intro
just sliding
change
it?
drastically?
Yes, it did. We had a
wow.
whole new thing where the NBA Jam guy said your name. It was really cool.
Oh, no.
But-
I was there for that being made. Sorry.
Oh,
Behind
yes.
the scenes shit.
Behind the scenes shit. Everybody, so have we donated enough for the kendo stick? I'm not sure. Like I told you guys, we might just do everything.
Yes.
But it'll be like over the course of a few shows. Did you bring the kendo stick?
I can tell Kelly to bring it.
Oh yeah, and Kelly just has another spare kendo stick. Also, we have boxing gloves. We just punch each other in the chest. So Emiliano,
I mean, we can ask Danny to chop you.
that works. As a wrestling individual, that's the next show though. Emiliano,
Did y'all run through this through HR?
No,
I'm
we
right
didn't.
here.
no, we didn't. I'm on an empty stomach too. I might throw a
You
bile.
weren't supposed to be here yet.
I was like, what are you talking about? You tell me alcohol, I'm gonna show up.
There you go. And we got some classics. Nug and EJ Movement, Frisco Flame. Oh my God, yeah, we're just starting. Emiliano, though, getting distracted by the chat. We love you, chat, but we're going to get to this drink real quick.
good, yeah.
Kick us off with the first one as we share some stories. Marcus, your glasses over
So
there.
real quick, I want to. Somebody asked if I know a Mike Sandoval. The name sounds familiar, but to answer the question, how do I feel about whiskey collecting as an art and whatnot? I think so long that you're actually drinking it and sharing it with folks that you give a damn about and care about and whatnot, who really cares?
Right.
My thing is, don't. I'm against the flipping of bottles. I think it's kind of tacky.
Yeah.
Do your thing if that's your hustle. Like, cool. I'm not gonna knock it, but
I'm not going to do it either.
yeah, I was gonna say I ain't,
Right,
I ain't
right,
about that. It's whiskey is always meant to be shared. These are all bottles realistically around the 70 or less price point. But last time I was on, I believe I brought a $150 bottle that
But
is
by
now
last time, do you mean last year or top 5 alcohols?
okay. But it's meant to be drink, and it's like just a quarter.
This is mine. Mine's
with
not
you.
cold.
Oh, no. I was thinking, where's my PS5?
Oh, it's in that bag.
Oh, okay, good. Anyway, sorry. Lots of
no,
logistics
you're good.
going on. But Emiliano, before we get going, we're only doing one technical thing here because I want to be reminded. How do you use this glass to taste whiskey? Because this is a very special glass. What's it called?
So this is called a Glencairn. Realistically, there's something that's really cool. It's a little trick, but if you put it flat on the table, I'm just doing this because I want people to see. But the perfect pour is anytime you lay it onto a table and the whiskey or drink does not pour out of the tip. So if you put it on the table, as you see like that, that's
good. He just put it on the table like magic.
That's cool.
Again,
Right.
that's why I'm doing this right here so folks can see. But like that would be a fine pour because it's not gonna over pour out of the glass.
I barely hit that.
Hey, yeah, no,
we
that's
got it,
clean.
Marcus.
Yeah, that's
over
slick,
here.
man.
We're
That's
not doing.
clean.
Don't you spill electronics water on my electronic.
I'm not gonna spill nothing on your electronics.
Anyway, so then you're supposed to, there's some swirl action.
Yeah, so you can swirl it. That gets the alcohol onto the glass and evaporates some of the alcohol out. But
So it's not just for show.
No, it's gonna also get you some of those like very pure flavor notes that are gonna be into the aroma.
Yeah, nothing is for show anymore. They make beer glasses where the bubbles come to the right place and
Yeah.
it hits your lips the
It's fucking
perfect way.
scientific, man.
Yeah,
It's
everything.
crazy.
Chemistry.
Yeah. And then realistically, once you go in to take a whiff, if you are getting nothing but alcohol burn, then dial it back. So just space out, find that kind of even space. And then,
Are you talking about when making it or pouring it?
No.
Well, no, when like taking a sip.
Taking a sip.
If you like are going in and it's too harsh and it's burning your nose, dial it back. So like, just take it away from your nose a little bit and then find that kind of in between.
And so which one are we starting with today?
So we're starting with actually the Giant Texas Whiskey. So this is the Mexican-owned distillery out of Houston. They are part of the Texas Whiskey Trail. This is a rye cask strength whiskey. So it is 117.4 proof. Yeah, so it's a kicker.
All right. Well,
Yo, hype train.
yeah, we got a hype train. Thank you for the
Yeah.
hype train. Well, let's go ahead and cheers to that hype train. Marcos, get over here
Sammy.
real quick. You guys right here, over here. Let's go ahead and tap some.
Wait, time out. Sammy, you got that wheel on hand?
That wheel.
The wheel.
Which
Spin
wheel?
the name.
Why? What are we doing?
No, I just want to dedicate this to one of our fans.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's dedicate
So
yours.
we're gonna dedicate this first cheers to one of our fans. Let's see who's available. Everybody. Oh wow, what's happening here? Wait, what's wrong? What's happening here? I don't know what's happening.
Already.
Yeah, I'm breaking everything, but let's go ahead and just refresh. I don't know. Let's hit the wheel that we had before. Whoever was here early gonna get a shout out right here. We're gonna keep your name out of this. This is just for pride and poise. This drink goes out to Christina Uchia, who's also a big supporter of the show. She's not gonna be able to be here the entire time, so this one goes out to you, Christina.
Saludos.
Thank you for supporting. Thank all of you for supporting. And be sure to keep your names in here, subscribe, do all those things to be included on the list. Because for some reason, this is not doing it. Let's drink.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. That's going to kick you. Good morning.
It's such a long glass. Like when I went to take a drink, I was like, now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That burns a lot.
Yeah, that's a good morning.
I'm awake.
Yeah,
fucking all nighter. I ain't sleeping for another 12 hours after that one.
There you go.
It was like, but I'm really trying to fight the urge to be like, now I want to do this on like creative things, like
Oh my god, it's like planking.
Yeah, it's
like
what was it? The
professional
little
whiskey
skateboards?
balancing.
Fingerboards.
fingerboards.
Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to open up this question. What's your favorite situation to drink? So, like, just like, there's all sorts of ways you can drink. Parties, quinceañeras, funerals, anywhere you want to drink, right? Morning, all that stuff. You got to have a place where you like drinking the most. And I'll start with mine to kind of get the juices going on this question. Get me a fire pit. I don't really like drinking all that much these days anymore. It's just I always do it too much and I feel elderly and old the next day. I can't do it. My body can't handle it anymore. But
your man can't hang. Call him lame.
She's over there on her phone not paying attention, all right? You shut your goddamn mouth.
She's watching RuPaul's Drag.
She's watching RuPaul's Drag Race. So you need to sashay away, all right? Get the fuck out of here. No. If you get me a fire, though, a fire pit with any amount of friends. It used to be my uncles and stuff. A lot of them passed away in recent years, and so that magic is gone. But hell, even there was one time where we were at Halloween, and it was Edward and JJ, and they were the Mario brothers, and we found a fire pit. It was that we were hanging out with other Joe. Remember that time?
Oh, I was like, where? Because Edward was only here for a one of us party.
Right.
So you actually got the stories confused a little bit because that was at the other Joe party.
Right. So. Yeah, we were just guys randomly. We found a fire. I started stoking it because nobody was paying attention to it, and I just was like, "This is the
do that
greatest
3
thing.
times.
Oh yeah,
he's like, fire! I got to poke at it.
Mm-hmm.
I got in trouble on Rainy Street because they were like, if you get burnt, we're going to sue you. And it's like...
And I'm like, I'm not going to burn myself.
Also, time out. You're going to sue me. I was like, I got burnt.
It's
right.
like the bouncer was like, it's a preemptive suit, so you can't sue us. You didn't listen to us.
Right. They were weird. But that's what I like. Give me a fire. Give me some alcohol. I'm going to fucking do it. Emiliano, I'll pass to you as our guest.
Work.
And don't say all the time. I was going to say, all the time is not an answer.
No. Am I awake? Yes.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kind of the same way. So, realistically, it's barbecue, man. Or like, are we grilling? Like, that's my thing. If there's like preparation of food, if there's like a fire with like
there's burning flesh.
grill, okay, that's a little
crass. Yes.
Yeah, sure, but
whatever.
No,
yeah,
no.
That sound bite can get us in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
For
is that the first crass joke of the day? I haven't been here for 30 minutes.
I don't know. It won't be the last after the next few.
Right.
No, but man, for me, it's prepping food. I love cooking. I'm not gonna call myself a chef or nothing, but I can make some good tasting food, man. And it's a nice beer, a glass of whiskey, depending on the day. That's what I'm about, man. Prepping food, getting folks together, and even in the like, if it's just solo dolo and it's just me, like little glass of whiskey, and I'm cool.
Because we're friends on Instagram and stuff, and the one big threat that you always have is community. You love a good community, whether it be the one that you live in your neighborhood, your family. You love bringing people together, and I mean, whiskey is your choice of how you bring people together in this industry and stuff. So I'll drink to that, but I already drank my liquor. TJ, what about you, man? What's your favorite time to drink, other than your birthday where you make everybody drink copious amounts of soju?
He doesn't drink that much. He makes other people drink.
That's what I'm saying. we just had his birthday the other weekend, and I drank a mysterious punch full of soju and random assorted Smirnoff
great.
ices. It was very tasty. I don't know what it was to this day, but I survived it. But when do you like drinking? Like when's your drinking piece?
Personal preference of drinking?
Yeah, like the time.
So honestly, I'm gonna kind of split this up in two. I'm gonna cheat. I genuinely there's something about like if you're on a weekend, mid-afternoon brunch time, cocktail trying at that hour is just awesome.
Oh, you like a day drink?
Like a nice.
Day drinking is fine, dude. That's an acceptable answer.
Obviously, I said it's 10 a.m. Like, let's not forget that.
No, hey, that's morning drinking.
Day drinking is the best.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Because you get like a good buzz going, go home and take a nap, and then it's like.
Look, and then you got the rest of your night.
I was gonna say, yeah. Then you got to start back up, man.
Well, no, I don't do that part
okay, all
anymore.
right.
But it's just like when you. There's such a pain in the ass now with night drinking where it's like, all right, it's 2 a.m. Now I kind of, because whether you're doing it at brunch or at 2 a.m, you're going to want food. And it's so much harder to get food at 2 a.m.
She got it.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. We have assistants here. Help.
Yeah.
An assistant. Anyway, that's great.
Versus trying to get food at 4. It's like, oh, there is no line at Whataburger right now.
Right. And those lines at Whataburger are outrageous. Who's our guest? Oh, it's JJ, everybody. We got to make some room. Oh, and it's his brother. Oh, my God.
It's JJ
Oh,
and
Flacco.
JJ.
Oh, my God. There's so many people coming.
And JJ3.
JJ has split himself into 3 personas.
I saw We Clown Tyrone.
I saw We Clone Tyrone. It's quite wonderful. Marcos, what's your favorite time to drink? Guys, have a seat. We got tacos.
I said I
We
had
got
2
food.
answers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got distracted by the 3 Mexicans that came in as like a fucking mafia, all with uniform
really-
hair
yeah,
and
time out.
t-shirts.
They did a bang,
just, boom, and just like fucking. They're like,
Yeah,
"We're gonna
I don't have a
party."
camera to show you guys, but it was quite menacing. But you'll see them on the later podcast. They're here to drink, have a good time, and have a good one. Please don't ruin that. It's my PlayStation.
There's t-shirts on the bottom.
Oh.
Is it TJ's?
No, yes,
Is TJ's?
yes.
No, it's
Then
his
I'm not
plate.
gonna ruin it.
That's what I'm saying. It's TJ. Shut up. Paco's the son of a bitch. Welcome everybody, though. Your second one. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So, much like you, right? Like, just to go with day drinking real quick, it is very much like you have time. It's refreshing. It's just something bright about it. And when it's a beautiful day in Texas and that aligns, it's like the best time. Now, I am also someone who loves. Like, so on the flip side, I love speakeasy vibes too.
Ooh.
So like a private, like,
Secret illegal drinking.
like much more. I'm not talking super late. Like you get out at 9, 10. You're like, cool. Right after a nice dinner. And you're like, let's go do some cocktail hour, right?
Right.
And you go to a couple of good places. They mix you drinks you ain't never seen before.
Right.
stuff
You like the bubbles, huh?
Yeah,
you like when they poke the bubbles and the smoke comes out?
When I think about like some of the best or higher tier alcohol that I've had has always been at that time. Because, you know, in the morning,
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, throw whatever. Put orange juice, that champagne, and that beer you got in the corner back there.
That
Yeah, the one
Andre?
that's been open for a week. Just
Yeah.
toss that in there. But like at night, you know, if I'm not trying to be ratchet, I'm trying to be like, it makes me feel a little
Hey,
classy.
they don't say ratchet anymore. You're starting to show your elderliness, all right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, nobody says ratchet anymore, man. I'm sorry. You're getting left behind. You're closer to
Who's
30.
they?
The youth.
We are still they.
No, we're not Gen Z. We're not hip.
No, we're not hip. We're
not
just
hip.
they.
No, we're not
If I
hip.
search up,
Hold on.
you're not gonna put me on blast like that.
I kinda am.
I know. I'm gonna go to Twitter right now.
What are you gonna
it's all gonna
do?
be-
You're gonna Google Ratchet and how many people have looked it up?
No, I'm gonna see if there is a tweet that has been made in the last 24 hours using Ratchet.
Marcos, while he's doing that, when do you like drinking the most?
So I got 3, and I'm gonna go through them real
Jesus
quick.
Christ, guys. This is one.
No, I'm gonna go through them real quick.
Okay, okay.
Because one of them is just very self-explanatory. It's when an elderly part of your family has passed away, because then it's celebratory.
Man.
Right.
If somebody young dies, it's very sad, and you don't feel like doing it.
Right.
But when it's like when my grandma died, it was kind of like, well, she lived a whole life. She got to see every one of her kids have a grandkid. Like that's awesome. So you kind of celebrate it at that moment. It's
Right.
not, and it brings the family together. Which as you get older, that's
Super hard.
Yeah, it's only funerals and weddings at that point.
Right.
And then number 2, this is going to be where it gets a little bit juicier, and it's wrestling is really dumb to a degree. And so there's an amount of that when you drink. It's like, I'm going to buy into this bullshit, and alcohol helps, and you're part of the crowd at that point.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
you
bro.
become having a couple drinks just makes you all family.
Right.
And I'll tell you what. When I went to WWE last year,
Go ahead.
I want to say, I think it was midtime last year. I went sober, and that was the mistake I made.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
be sober.
I was like-
100%.
I was like, I'm too aware and astute.
Right.
Then you'll be like, oh, well, he obviously didn't hit him then.
No.
But if you have 3 drinks, you're like, oh man, John Cena's really hitting him this day.
If there were 2 things I would have done differently, it would have been really drink a lot, and then have fun with it, and then be closer. Those are
Right.
2. Like, don't pick a Farsi.
Right.
And the last one, and this is just, I will never do this again just because of age, but me and TJ will definitely relate on this one. After a rugby game.
Oh, is it from that stanky ass boot?
But it doesn't always.
Motherfuckers,
Should we?
Should we?
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Motherfuckers-
always need to be from it. It's just a matter
they
of
just
like,
drink a lot, man. It's fun.
you poured yourself into something, and then that's kind of the celebration of it.
That's a lie. It's I beat myself up, and I need to stop feeling the pain.
Also, rugby drinking songs, just fun.
That's also very true.
Why did I think the Who's line is it anyway? Oh, That's not Australian
Well, I
or
mean,
whatever.
when you Google
or New Zealand or whatever. You just said.
like medieval music or
Sea shanties.
yeah, it all becomes sea shanties, and that's what happens with rugby drinking songs too.
Well,
Rugby and drinking are so synonymous. It even translates to anime, so it's hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, there's a show coming on. There's a show around right now that he's an ex rugby player, and he's an alcohol. He drinks. He's like, I need to live. I need to get a beer. Like that is how he is.
Next year, Anime Power Hour on the 10-hour stream. But
That's the 10th hour.
I'm also gonna tag out right now just because I have some sodas in the car that I was like, no one's gonna drink a soda from 10 to 12, and I'm gonna bring JJ on, and then
all right, well, let's go ahead and line up
that's fair.
JJ. Let's see, we're tagging JJ in. We're also switching. Hold on, you
I
didn't
want to
get to see
acknowledge
this?
something real quick. So I'm not a drinker, but I think I would like drinking during summer. My thing
Who's
is,
saying in there? Yeah.
oh yeah, who's that? Nomi
That's
T.
gonna be- no me yet.
Nomi yet. All right. That's the beautiful thing about whiskey is that you can enjoy it in various amounts. My current, or not current, she is my wife.
My current wife. Whoa, yeah.
Hold on.
The current wife.
Half a shot in, he's already admitting secrets.
Hold on.
The wife for this phone.
No, yeah, right. No, so my wife who is pregnant right now.
Woo, wait, what?
Yeah, number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations. Everybody clap.
Thank you.
Donate for that. Donate for pregnancy.
She obviously cannot drink, but she is amazing with her senses and like the sense of smell, and obviously being pregnant, it's enhanced.
Right.
So there's a really cool trick that she has been doing and has been helping me with, kind of just clarifying and giving me like some approval of like, yes, this flavor note is what you're getting. But when you have whiskey in your glass, you go this, flip it up, boom, and that allows for the spirit to then be on your hand. You wipe it till it's dry, the ethanol is no more there, and you can smell all of the pure flavors right in your hand. So this is in reference to that comment, because the beautiful thing again about whiskey industry and the community is that you don't have to drink. You can just still be included. You can still get the aromas. You can still be a part of the experience without having to drink. I've got copious amount of friends who don't drink, and I have several who recently have just stopped drinking.
Right.
And, there's no love lost.
I've even seen a fake
good.
whiskey where they were taking some like clove and like the aroma, the aromatics essentially, and the chemistry that like an aged whiskey would take on, and then make it into a thing you could dilute into soda and things of that sort for a non-alcoholic whiskey Coke. So it's on TikTok. Look it up. It's very famous.
I think that goes into some of the nuances of what I said earlier, where it's like I think there's a lot of pressure around drinking,
yeah.
and I think America does a really bad job with it, especially because of the way we it's glamorized, not normalized, and
Yeah.
it's like no, if you're not a drinker, totally fine. If you're someone who's more on the lighter end and you like to just and you're like, oh, I only have a couple drinks and then I'm like a little bit gone. It's like,
Right.
well, then that's why there's so many experiences that come forth with whether you're a whiskey person, tequila person, like tastings, like as you're alluding to, aroma, so many different dynamics to still get you involved.
Yeah.
That should be just more encouraged and solidified, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if some of the new, like, because I feel like there's kind of like nose turn up towards like wine tasting, right? And I
Right,
think that
right.
extends into a lot of the other alcohols. But if you start to get into that journey, the more like I hate wine. Like wine is still wine is that bridge I'm not
with
ready
you
to
on that
cross.
one.
Wine, no.
No, wine will have
Every
me
time I
crying in a ditch with a
wine, I'm like, this is just like bad grape juice.
yeah, I'm mad.
This is that like can of concentrate that someone left out in the sun for too long.
It's just I'm trying to get better about. Wow, I have a problem. No, I'm trying to get better about it.
Trying to get better by drinking copious amounts yet again.
No, but I'll never turn down a wine tasting experience. I went a couple weeks ago. Like I don't like wine at all, because it's such a like to see the passion, to see what a lot of these winemakers bring to the table is intricate, right? It's really cool. So that's why I'm like, in the same way.
All right. Well, let's go on to our second one.
Yeah.
Because we got until 45, I believe.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and knock out the second one. I got a second follow-up question for all of us as well.
Sounds good. We'll just bounce off the wine.
No.
Maybe you like wine in your whiskey.
Marcos
So
is nice, but-
this is Lone
Ice chest in the
Elm.
kitchen.
This is Lone Elm from 5 Points Distilling.
Lone Elm?
In Forney, Texas. They are known for their straight wheat whiskey. So we're going to kind of go around the styles of whiskey that was a rye from previous. This is Lone Elm wheat whiskey. This specific one you can only get at the distillery, but this is a Cab Franc ice wine barrel finish.
Ooh.
So 100 proof. It's dialed back a good amount. 100 is typically nowadays a good kind of midpoint. But I really like this. It's the wheat whiskeys are typically leaning a little bit more in the juicy profile and softer, well-rounded. And then the ice wine on this one just gives it a nice little kind of kick over the top.
Right.
No want to solo. This episode of the Mexcellence is brought to you by the ATX Whiskey Society.
That's right. ATX Whiskey Society. Go follow him on Instagram. But as we pour this one up, we'll go ahead and wait for Jay to get his pour in, and then I have a follow-up question after we take our shot. And this one's going to be fun because inspired by my girlfriend who has a problem with whiskey. So we'll go ahead and do that in a few moments. Everybody, cheers, salud.
We'll give
to
this one
to JJ.
Yeah, give this one to JJ.
Family, to the Morales and all of them.
Oh,
Welcome to my home, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a little bit. Salud. Cheers, everybody. I like that one a lot better.
yeah.
It was really smooth.
That's really smooth.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. TJ?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
No, I'm kidding. No,
That's the thing. Oh, go ahead. No, just what you like.
I think
You wanna?
Yeah, we'll pass the little bit around with what I'm not giving away all your whiskey, but we'll pass some.
Again, this is all supposed to be shared at one point in time. These are all going to be empty. I got no problem.
Fuck it.
Passing them around.
Well, there you go. Well, JJ's already passed
The
it
notes
off.
here are awesome.
We got it here. Now, while you guys are indulging in that, I have a question, and I'll start while you guys, because I'm pouring small glasses. I got a lot of work to do still the rest of the day. So, my girlfriend can't do whiskey anymore. She had a bad experience. What's your alcohol that you can no longer do because of said bad experience? JJ, I'm gonna pass that to you real quick.
Huh?
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, no one likes a quitter.
No, but there's ones that make you reconsider life.
So for me, it's probably. It's not that I can't drink it no more because I did buy it like last week, but it's Revolver Blood and Honey. It's a very sweet beer, but like every time I've had it, I wake up with the worst hangover.
Oh,
like,
no.
Even if I don't get like crazy white girl wasted drunk, even if I just had like 2 beers, if both of those beers are Revolver Blood and Honey, like I have psychic powers the next day. Like, God damn, this hurts.
That's crazy.
It's like Akira. Leave me alone.
Blood and honey. Mine, I had to think about it. Man, I actually saw it in the grocery store when I was getting everything ready for it. I used to love it. I used to get it in Orlando. There's an Irish pub in Orlando on the City Walk or whatever that they have. And it was Dragon's Milk Stout. It was,
Oh, I love that one.
It's delicious.
Man, I fucking
Dragon's
love
milk is
that one.
delicious, and then
about that the last time.
right, you guys did actually talk about that because I was editing the clips and I was like, oh, they know Dragon's milk. So Dragon's milk is available at your local grocery. It only comes in a 4-pack because that shit's alcoholic as hell. And the problem with that is that I was like, you know what? I don't taste the alcohol. It's so delicious. And you drink one, and I'm like, I was good. And you drink two, and you're good. And I drink the third one, and I'm like, I think I gotta throw up. And then, but the taste of it became the taste of it forever. So it's like now it tastes like throw up and I can't not do it as much as I like it. So if you have Dragon's milk, it's a very good bourbon barrel aged stout. It's very delicious, 11% ABV, so it's pretty high up there. But beware, the dragon will bite you. Because now I can't have it anymore. It makes me super sad that I can't because I really love it and have a lot of good
here's a
memories
quick
with it.
question.
Hold on, what do they say real quick? Blood and Honey hasn't tasted the same since Revolver was bought out.
I wasn't aware that they got bought out. Maybe
Also-
that's when they added the hangover to their recipe.
Aztec.
Time out. Did you a little bit above that? A guy named Hiche said, "I can't do Everclear." You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
That's to clean your technology, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's for punches and bad decisions.
And nail polish you can't get off your fingers.
There's a reason why Everclear is used as a cleaner in distilleries.
Right.
So,
TJ, what's yours that you can't drink no more?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to Juke the Ronin. Threw in
Juke
a
the
couple
Ronin.
subs. But
Mad Dog 2020. I'm sorry. True Sinister is Mad Dog.
I
Can't do it.
usually, I've usually had a pretty good history about not getting sick with things. But the two things that threw me off the most would be a tangerine Bacardi. So Bacardi rum, tangerine. It is. Yeah, I know that's very specific. That's
I
because
didn't even know they made that.
Right. Yeah. It
So-
sounds like you're just making shit up like one of your concoctions again.
No, Bacardi rum has different flavors, right? So
Yeah, I was aware of that,
So they
but,
have
like,
tangerine.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the college flavor for some reason.
Right.
It just ended up at our place a lot, but I drank it so much that the sheer smell of it has me going like, oh no! I've been in street corners with this.
No.
And then
It smells like orange glow and regret.
woke up just like I'd rather drink Four Loko. That's how bad. It
Oh,
is.
no.
bro.
I'm surprised that's not your pick.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, me and Four Loko are cool now.
Right. We've made
Like,
friends.
we homies.
But anyway, real quick, we have 50 viewers right now. That's halfway to our goal of concurrent 100. So if you know one person, invite them and add it to the total. Emiliano, what's a drink you can't drink no more? You're a purveyor of drinks, and is there a drink you can't drink no more?
Yes. So I won't say Mad Dog. I wasn't gonna, but I still fucked with some of their flavors. Like, it's solid.
Man, they're just so colorful and
Bro,
fruity.
I know, man. And
I
it used
love
to be-
sugar water.
It used to be a thing that we tried to collect all the flavors.
Yeah,
But
make them Power
Like
Rangers.
Pokemon.
yes,
You catch them all.
but in all honesty, Fireball, bro.
Fireball.
The next
Ba, 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 da, ba.
I have Fireball, I'm either dying or going back to jail. Like, that's like no in between.
Hey, you know those aren't the only options, right? There's a lot of in between those two.
That's the only thing that's gonna happen.
That's me with
Emiliano, I've-
karaoke. That's why I haven't done karaoke. It's like, yeah, we'll do karaoke at 8, and by 4 in the morning, I'm running Guns to Cuba.
One narco corrido just puts JJ right over.
I feel like Emiliano has like a break in case of emergency. It's Fireball. He's like, I'm giving it all away.
My wife left me. My kids don't love me.
Yeah.
Fireball. Da, 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 da.
It's like ATX won't be on the map anymore.
For real, man.
Or either ATX or I won't be on the map anymore. We'll figure it out at the end of this bottle. Da, 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 da.
You know,
Dale. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's our number 3, man? What do we got here as our third lineup?
shit,
Yeah, you can, come on. That's why you guys are. Whoo!
Do any of my clones want to tag in?
Anybody want to tag in for this number 3? No?
No?
It's all right.
Going in to try whiskey?
Yes, he does.
Perhaps. Well, we're bringing in another Paco friend.
there you go.
Well, there's not another Paco friend. I mean a Morales
Yeah.
friend. Tag.
Fuck yeah. So the next one.
Hey, real quick, before you get to the next one, while he gets set up, Arrow's been donating bits left and right. Thank you, Arrows.
And Arrow's
R9.
also donated a sub, too.
And a sub. Oh my God, keep it rolling. I appreciate you. Welcome back.
Thank you all for all the support.
Yeah, we're actually getting pretty solid into our goal right there at now 191 to 250. You got to get close to me.
With
like
9 hours left,
man.
Or
There you go. That's Paco, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Say hi to Paco.
Hi, Paco.
Making his what is it, your third appearance? Something like that. Second appearance. Well, there you go, Paco. Okay. Not to be confused with Samojo, everybody says.
Actually,
Anyway.
Paco, this is the first time we met in person.
Well, it is the first time we met him.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
You haven't met any of my friends.
I mean, how often do I get to go out?
It doesn't go out unless football.
Right. Well, Paco here actually was my arbiter in Austin. When I first moved to Austin, Paco was the one that took me all the spots and the places. So Paco has a very special place in my
You
heart.
from Austin?
No.
Oh,
I'm from
okay.
Fort Worth. From
Oh,
DFW.
shit.
But then I moved here for a little while. Then now I live in Eagle Pass now.
Okay.
Right. And we'll talk about all of that on our Border Más o Menos Mexicanos Eagle Pass edition. That's going to be later at the show with lots of prizes given away
Kind
there.
of got pushed out from Austin because I couldn't afford it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Poor.
no,
I was
sir.
too
Yes,
poor.
sir, bro. Yes.
Well,
I feel you.
Paco, we'll go ahead and get you all situated here with a nice drink here. And Paco, lean into the mic, they say. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Savage Manny looking out.
Yeah, there we go. Because that sultry voice needs
Well,
to be
it's 'cause
heard.
I'm normally pretty loud, so whenever I do stuff, I'm like, okay, I gotta be quiet.
No, you're
'Cause I'm,
good.
like fucking yelling and
Oh,
shit.
I know. Me too.
We got a
man.
limiter here.
I'm the same way.
But let's go ahead and start with the third one now.
So I believe I brought this one before, but Andalusia. These motherfuckers are just badass. Moose-
Andalusia whiskey.
So Moose and now Andrew are the distillers over there, and they do nothing but just amazing badass shit.
Right.
This is bottled in bond, so again, legal standards. Must be 4 years old. Must be bottled at 100 proof. Must be all grain from one specific season, and must be one distiller to have worked with the mash and the distillation of it.
Right.
This is a single malt whiskey, so means all barley or all malted barley. But yeah, this is good shit. One of my, if not my favorite distilleries.
Know me yet? We're unlocking all sorts of characters on the podcast today. Oh yeah, this is the unlockable extra levels here on the 9 hour stream.
Subscribers are the cheat codes.
All right, let's go ahead and give you heavy pour, good pour.
No, that's a good pour.
Solid
11
pour right
a.m.
there.
drinking. I love Austin.
Oh yeah, this is what we're about.
Born and
I mean,
raised,
look
baby.
at look
Love
at.
Austin.
I'm a California boy. We know this, but at the same time, when in Rome, drinking first thing in the morning. Let's do it. Let's get it started
I
right.
used to tell people all the time, I'm like, I've been here for about 10 years. And when I was a bartender, I was like, yeah, did you know in our bar or at the restaurant I work at with the bar, it's like buying a bottle of water is more expensive than getting a beer. So
Right.
that's Austin in a nutshell.
No, we went to Specs, me and my girlfriend, and she was like, there were like samples of tequila and palomas, and she was like, what? It's like, yeah, it's just a free shot while you're shopping for booze.
You'll be fine.
Right, you'll be fine. And then I drove home immediately, so I was like, I hope I have the tolerance. But what am I looking for in this one, Emiliano?
So a little bit deeper, earthy notes. There is some kind of subtle. I lean more kind of like powdered chocolate, but some people say Hershey, and then some like dark fruit. So stone fruit, plum, dates, kind of. Yeah.
All right. Well, so this is less about a drink question, more of a drinking question. If you could be an animal, which animal would you be? Because that's 3 whiskey shots.
Sam if he was a worm.
Marco said, "Would you still love Sam if he was a worm?" The answer is perhaps. But no, you know what, man? You're indigenous, all heart and soul, man. So I want to know if you feel what is your biggest kinship? What animal? You can't use your clan's.
Fuck.
Yeah, he has an animal. His clan has an animal. It's not a water buffalo.
Great Eland Bull.
Great. What is it?
Great Eland Bull.
Great
To
Eland
explain real quick, so my family's from Zimbabwe. Parents are from Zimbabwe. We have totems that are aligned to our families. And then
This man.
So-
Bro, how are you gonna tell him he can't use that?
Because it's already there.
Kind of disrespectful.
No, because it's already there. I want the TJ, not the Manatsa type. All right.
That's
I could go into the whole. It's really cool.
yeah. We need,
But let's take a drink. Let's take a sip.
Yeah.
Salud. Cheers,
Salud.
everybody.
Josh Man Forever.
Welcome
This
back.
one goes to you.
Forever is in the house.
You're number 1 at the sub count, and also number 1 in our hearts.
There it is, right there on top. Let's go ahead and drink some.
Yes, sir.
Tap the thing. Let's do it.
I owe you a Discord.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's really good.
creamy.
Creamy is
That's
the
my
right
favorite
word.
one so far.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one
This is
too.
Yeah.
I'm used to the cheap stuff, you know.
Oh no, bro.
Like bird dogs
You-
and stuff like that.
Yeah, you come around,
like
brother.
when I
We'll
started
make sure
working
we
when I
doing
started working at the bar, one thing I liked about working at the bar, even though I wasn't a bartender or anything, I was just, the door guy and picking and busting tables. But every now and then when the vendors would come by, they'd be like, "Hey, Pocket, want to try this?" Absolutely.
Say
All the vendors
less.
would come by like, "Hey, do you do be giving me the samples?" It'd be like fucking 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm already fucked.
Right.
I'm already fucked.
Right.
I hope nobody starts shit.
Right. Well, that is tasty. Start with you though.
Yeah, no. So I've always been I've always loved turtles. So I would but then I also really love alligators. So alligator snapping turtle would probably be my thing. They're just they're quiet, they're secluded. They,
But they're mean as shit if
I
you
was gonna
start
say,
bothering them.
if you fuck with them, they're gonna get your ass.
Yeah, if they get drunk on Fireball, they might do heinous things.
Yeah. No, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's either that snapping turtle or an alligator.
You like amphibious.
Yeah, I love the water.
don't know if that's the right one.
Well, it's
Those are frogs. Never mind.
reptile. Reptile.
Whatever, guys. All of a sudden, everybody's dinosaur experts and shit. All of a sudden, at 10 in the morning.
feathers.
Maybe you don't need that fourth zip.
No shit. So turtles are like dogs, man.
They got 4 legs.
They got 4 legs.
Yeah.
They like biting.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll bite you.
Paco,
Yes.
what's your spirit animal? What would you identify with most?
Man, when I was a kid, I always used to love tigers.
Yeah.
I loved tigers for the longest. I had all the zoo books. You remember those?
Yeah, I still have them.
Sir.
Still had all
That
those.
information's all outdated. They never updated those.
Yeah, super outdated. I would probably have to.
blanket, don't you?
You have a Zubas blanket?
No, the blanket we have.
With the tiger on it.
Yeah, we have the tiger, the San Marcos.
Oh, yeah, we have some.
We have a tiger. We have a
horses?
pride of lions, and I did have one with an eagle on it. That was my favorite one.
Right.
But Claudia's cousin stole it from me. No, brother stole it from me.
Damn.
He just walked away out of my apartment with it. Mark was there. He just walked out of my apartment with it. I never got it back.
Well, you'll hear more stories about that in the Eagle Pass segment later.
But I
the
do
afternoon.
love. Yeah, I would have to say a tiger. Yeah,
Tiger?
probably.
TJ.
I don't look anything like a tiger, but
No, it's fine.
maybe the stretch marks. Maybe the stretch.
Hey, wear the tiger stripes with pride, baby.
Exactly.
Maybe the stretch
Exactly.
marks, but
Yeah, we've messed that girl be like, ew, stretch marks. Like, lady, calm down. I've earned these, all right? I've earned my stripes, all right?
Vegan.
With delicious pork. Anyway, TJ, I'm going that's me. TJ, what's your non-clan spirit animal or animal you associate with the most? Come on, man.
I'll go with my favorite. I think pangolins are cool.
Fucking pangolins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Those
They're
are pretty
like
cool.
the African armadillo, right?
Yeah, they like they're in Africa and Asia. They're cool.
Yeah.
They-
What's the thing that draws you to them the most?
They're an
Well-
aphrodisiac.
well,
Wait, what?
Yeah, they hunt them down because
Yeah,
they
that's
use
right.
their scales and stuff as an aphrodisiac, I believe.
So you like sand shrew is what you're saying. You
basically.
like sand shrew.
No, I'm kidding. But no, seriously, I think it's just a from a perspective. Keep to myself a lot, right? A little bit more rare of a creature to get out and about because I'm too busy doing the thing. But I'm also super protective.
They're also
people.
look like they're about to commit mischief at any time.
Hell yeah! That's why it's like I might be scheming.
Right.
But I keep myself and the things around me protected.
Right.
Penguins
Well,
are cool.
Pangolins, I rock with it. I fuck with it.
But the answer is truly a Grady Land bull. Look it up. All right.
Look it up. Look it up. I'm not gonna. But my answer, it's actually on that flag over there, the California grizzly. But I have a funnier story with it because obviously bears, you leave them alone, they're fine. You fuck with them, you get a
you're a
little
bear.
heinous.
Gotcha.
Yeah, got a bear. The homosexual thing as well. I'm in that class of people. I am not homosexual, but I am a treat to those who enjoy bears.
I say embrace it.
You know what? I wish I could. I wish I was more gay to participate in gayness so that I could be a hit. But right now I'm just like a regular classic guy. But I'm a genre in that world and I want to be a genre. But no, I'll do you one better that's even funnier. So that question was asked to me in 6th grade. What? I know exactly what I said every time.
over there.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck.
She knows. Because here's the actually, I'll tell you what better. What's even funnier though. When I was in 5th grade or 6th grade, we were learning about indigenous cultures, and by that it was like, what's your Indian spirit animal? Because it was really crass and we didn't know any better in 98 or whatever, how old I was.
Still don't know better.
And so they were like, you need to come up with a Indian name. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I came up with something I thought was cool as shit, because I've always... Did you say runs with scissors? That works. So mine, not knowing the context because I'm a little kid, I go, bears are cool. Hell yeah. And for a fun fact, I bring this up every so often. I have this burn on my hand that you can kind of see on the stream.
Holy shit, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've had a burn on. I was a little baby, and I burned my hand on a little floor heater. So the heater was underneath the ground. In the crawl space, it heats up. You dry clothes on, dry the
Hey,
house.
time out. Floor heaters... So I've known a couple people who have like permanent scars from floor heaters. Them motherfuckers are dangerous. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I was a little baby learning how to walk. I fell back on it. This hand was covered with a sweater. My butt, thank God, was covered with a pamper, and my hand was left uncovered. It was only like 2 seconds, 3rd-degree burn. I was baptized with a glove. It's a fun story. But point is, in the metaphor that I'm thinking of in like 4th grade of what is my spirit animal, I'm like, ooh, I got a burn. How do you get burns? Fire. My name is Flaming Bear. And I drew a bear that looked on fire, and everyone laughed. And I remember them laughing. I go, Flaming Bear's fucking tight. This is the best picture of all time. And everyone's like, tee, like the adults. And I was like, why are they laughing? Cut to 20 years later. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
You're a raging gay bear.
Man, dude, I mean, like, my girl was watching Drag Race, dude, the RuPaul's Drag Race. That show is phenomenal.
Now, time out.
They're fucking dope.
Goliath dubbed you a new name, so it's all good.
Wait, Straight Bear, trans stamp of approval, yeah!
One over here called you a Care Bear.
Oh my God, the Care Bear! Oh, I love you! Pew, pew. Let's bring on.
His emblem is the Mexcellence right there.
Well, let's bring on that last. Let's bring on that last whiskey one, and I got to come up with another question. Unless you, as our guest, have a lovely question, you can mull over in the meantime. But talk about what this whiskey is right now.
Yeah. So this one is actually from
All right, let's go ahead.
from my current employer, Still Austin Distillery. Like me, born and raised here in Austin, Texas. This is also a bottled and bond. This is the first bottled and bond whiskey of the bottled and bond line.
That is so many bottle babas.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Or-
I'm a little buzzed if you can tell.
It's all good.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
Oh, the homosexual
get it.
bear thing? That was
No, I know that. I know that was. I know that was full.
That was
sober.
pull me, baby. That was all me, baby. Shit, I thought about this a long time.
No, but so this is the red corn bourbon, and like most things, there's just different varietals, and you can make whiskey out of it. So this is the red corn, majority red corn, instead of the standard white or yellow dent corn. Supposed to give it a little bit more of an earthy kind of tone. I find kind of red velvet on the nose.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so chocolate because red velvet is just chocolate.
Yeah, it's like a just different varietal.
I learned that, and my life was betrayed.
Bro, same thing. Red velvet
Right
is
there.
my fucking
Right there
thing.
too.
Red velvet is my dessert, bro.
Right, red velvet is just chocolate,
It's just
folks.
cheaters chocolate.
It's not even cheater. It's just chocolate, but dyed red.
No, it's
We've
not.
all been rused.
But yeah, again, 4 years. I think this is actually marking in at about 5 years old. It can be older, just can't be younger. And then, of course, again, 100 proof to meet the bottled and bond requirements.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a sip. And Emiliano, if you have a question, salud. And also, this is Juan. Juan is joining us here. This is Paco's, not Paco's, JJ's brother. Paco's cousin. But JJ's brother. So if you get notes of JJ and the fact that he stole my Mario mushroom immediately,
I didn't steal it.
You're not taking that home. You can't have
It's
it.
a souvenir.
No, you can't have it. I'll sock you in the face.
Yeah, bro.
No, I know. This is a limited edition original color NES from Nintendo in New York. So they don't make them that dense. It's a fucking lovely pillow. I'm gonna drink this one. Cheers.
And
Let's
this
see
one is for everybody. To
everybody
the
to the Mexcellence fandom. We have 65 people currently watching. That's a lovely number, but it's not 100 our goal. But we got time. It's still early, and y'all are still wonderful. Let me go ahead and drink this real quick for y'all. And while you ask the question, any question that you have about us, or like about any drinking question or things about drinking, you know, what do you want to know about us? We've asked you a lot of questions. Now it's your turn to turn it back on us, and we need to get to know Juan a little bit because this is your first time on the show.
Yeah, technically first.
Technically, first time on the show. So, what you got for us, Emiliano?
I got a question. You don't got one.
Oh, Marco's got a question. Not fair. What you got?
Worst hangover.
Worst
don't get
hangover,
hangovers.
yes.
Oh shit, that's right. You
Yeah, I
get a
don't.
hangover.
I don't like. I
You
don't
said
get.
the day you get a hangover, you're gonna stop.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
he's an X-Men.
Right.
It's like, what's your power? He doesn't get hungover.
Bro, I-
All
whoa,
right.
Well, in case you didn't hear Marcos said of you that you said you don't get hangovers, and that if you ever did is when you'd stop drinking.
Yeah, cold turkey. Like that's my promise to myself and to everybody I know. I don't know, man.
Ooh, that's really good. They've been getting better.
Yeah, in the chat, Savage Mandy said this is my emotional support mushroom.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You can just take mushrooms.
Worst hangovers. I got a. I don't know. But worst hangover.
Worst hangover? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What's the worst hangover I've had?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, I was like, why do you think I got mine already?
I got you. So there was a night where I drank Jaeger bombs in El Toro.
Ooh, Jaeger bombs. Jaeger
And
bombs.
El Toro, if you
Jaeger
don't know,
bombs.
is like basically trash. The trashiest of trash. Tequila. Mm-hmm. Let's just say my Italian foreign exchange roommate at the time
Right.
was literally vomiting on the street, like for I want to say an hour.
right.
I woke up the next day and realized it wasn't the next day. Like fucking 7 p.m.
Oh my God.
Damn near the next day.
You teleported into
Yeah, I
the
literally
future.
teleported into the future. The hangover wasn't like the worst. My body just literally told me, all right, nigga, don't do that one again. So just,
You are not allowed.
yeah, everyone gets one.
Right. Man.
Next time it'll be a hospital.
So I actually was. I've been talking about to my girlfriend a lot. I don't have nobody to talk to on a daily basis, so I get to recount stories. So we went to get liquor, and I saw the big handle of Kraken rum, which was my staple in college. I love the Kraken rum. If you want to give me anything, you can gift it to me. I don't buy it anymore because it's a hazard to my health. But the time that I had it was we're going to a party bus in college, and I'm gonna tell the hangover story, but the drinking story is even worse. But essentially, you have the big handle, the fat handles, right? I drank about a third of it by myself on the bus ride from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles. It was about a 2-hour ride. Pounding liquor. And then I go, I'm about to throw up. And I run to what I saw were 2 swinging doors with the little windows and lights in them. I go, clearly it's a bathroom. I slam my fingers and everybody through it. And it's the kitchen to the fucking restaurant and the bar. And I go, and they go, there's a sink. I go, I just use the sink. And I washed my hands, and the guy was like cool with it. He's like, all right, whatever, you were responsible. And then cut to the body processes the rest of the alcohol, and I get back, and then I just was out like a light. But I had to get up the next day for a Thanksgiving meal prep for the community. It was a community service thing that we do. So like you had to prep the turkeys, you're making mashed potatoes and everything. I am just hung over making potatoes for the community and the janitors and everybody in my community. So like during the worst throbbing headache of my life, I don't know what happened. I browned out. I've never blacked out, but I did brown out. I just fucking mashing potatoes like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I hate
Browning
this.
out mean you shit yourself?
No, browning out is when you remember. No, it's called shitting yourself is what it's called. No, browning out's the technical term for when blackout is you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Browning out means you remember spots and flashes.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, if you remember spots and flashes, you didn't fully black out.
Gotcha.
If there's a cutoff point and waking up, that's blackout. So yeah, it's a technical term. What about you, man? What was your worst drinking hangover story? Or
Oh, that's
hangover
easy.
story?
That's easy. My 21st birthday.
Oh, started off right.
Yeah. The crazy thing about it is I didn't even get like drunk or buzzed. I just didn't drink any water.
Just rookie
And
mistakes.
then I mean, you're 21. I
Right.
mean, you don't really know how to drink
Of
until
course,
later, right?
Right.
Or at least that was my experience. But yeah, and so it was 21st birthday, and so our mother doesn't really like cuss or
Right.
say
This is
profanity.
JJ, by the way. This is JJ.
Yeah.
In case you didn't catch it.
And so that morning, I wake up hungover. I'm in my dorm room, and my phone's ringing. I answer it, and it's my mom wishing me a happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "So how are you, mijo?" And I just said, "Crudo." And then this is straight 100% her response. She just goes, "Pendejo."
Yeah, man.
Classic response.
Yep.
What was it that you drank?
Smirnoff beer.
Oh, just the mix.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I already knew that was a downhill mix right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Smirnoff.
You got
and
beer and
anything.
sugar.
everyone said like that liquor before beer,
You're in the
beer
clear.
before and I was like,
It's not true. But
You're not supposed to alternate.
the same place.
Right.
Hey, that's
For
what I
real.
thought, but yeah.
You don't trust it no more. You don't follow.
So
Go ahead.
I don't have a hungover story. I have a waking up from a blackout story, I guess. And it was my 21st birthday as well. So in San Marcos, where I went to college at for my bachelor's, Texas State, there was a bar called Tavern. I actually don't know if it's still around, but they had what was the Tavern Tuesdays. And so, of course, underage, don't do it, but we would sneak in before I would turn 21, and we would just kind of casually get like drinks and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the
Youthful
underage,
foolishness.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't drink and drive. Don't do that
No,
nonsense.
for sure. So we
We can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I thought Paco worked at the tavern. He did not.
Oh,
But the tavern is the sports bar that's super haunted. It's still around.
in
Is
San
that-
Marcos.
Yeah.
There's a haunted
Okay.
sports bar in San Marcos.
Like with ghosts and stuff?
Yes.
Spooky ghosts.
Well, so my 21st birthday, we're going. It's Tavern Tuesday, so everything's $2. You call it. So it's beers, shots, cocktails, whatever. And so we're going at it. We're just like putting down drinks.
Right.
And at some point, I was pretty sure I was good, but the bartender just said like, "You no more. Like, you're done."
Right.
I was like, "What?" I wasn't slurring. I was still coherent,
Right.
and I was like, "Bro, it's my birthday. Like, you know, I'm chilling. I'm not causing a ruckus or nothing." And he said, "No, like, sorry, buddy, you're done." And so I was like, "All right, cool." So we're hanging out with friends, and my friends are all at the entrance of the bar, and I told them, I was like, "Hey, I'm cut off." Like they just like said. So everybody just proceeds to just give me their drinks.
Ooh.
And it's like 10, 11 of us.
Right.
So at some point in between that, or right after that, I just say like, "All right, I'm gonna hit the head. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick," and then next thing I know, I wake up standing in the middle of a neighborhood, and I'm just like, "What the fuck? How did I get here?" It's 4:30 a.m. Bar closes at 2. Last I remembered, it was 11:20.
Oh my god.
And so I'm just like
Jesus Christ.
standing and just walking, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And end up having to walk 5 miles from south, like outskirts of San Marcos back to North San Marcos to my apartment, and be like, yo, what the fuck happened? They're like, bro, you went to take a piss and just disappeared.
Oh my god.
Like,
You're
there's like,
modern Houdini in
yeah,
this house.
there's a complete gap. And again, we were all posted up at the entrance, so I'm like, I don't know how or where or what I did, but I just was walking, kind of just
You fast
casually.
traveled.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
there was no like, I didn't have.
You were loaded for like 3 hours.
Oh, you finally woke up.
Man, I just like I didn't have. Bro, I didn't have anything extra with me. I didn't have anything less. I had all my clothes. I didn't have vomit on
Man, that's like the
myself.
bare minimum of life.
Yeah, bro, like my phone, my keys, my wallet was still with me, my hat, my glasses, like the whole nine. I didn't have cuts or bruises. I didn't again, no hangover. I just woke up and I was just like, well, I guess I'm walking back to fucking 5 miles north of, North San Marcos.
Right.
And I don't know, the legend continues, I guess.
The legend continues indeed. Well, folks, what's up?
I got one last pour. I know we got 5 minutes,
Right.
But I got one last pour. This is just a cool little experiment.
Oh, you get the under the hood.
Right. Well, before you do that, though, I'm going to try something new. I have people who are eligible to get the prize, which is going to be a prize pack of whiskey.
Yes. So last year we went big. We did 5 fifths, which are 750 milliliter bottles. This year we're doing 3 pints of some very nice mainstay Texas-made grain of glass whiskey. So small little, what they call boot flask kind of style. But on top of that, we're calling it the Texas Whiskey Super Sampler because you
Super
are
sampler. I
getting,
forgot super.
15 50 milliliter, so they're about little shooters, but realistically it's about 4 ounces so 2 like very solid pours of whiskey, so that you can share with a friend or just have extra for the next day. From ranging from the price of $20 to $300 bottles. So these are like whiskeys across the board, all grain and glass. And there's going to be 15 of them.
And you'll have some paperwork documenting on which one of these?
I actually have some really cool, they're going to be like note cards of the name of the bottle, where the distillery is from. I also have an extra card just to kind of give you a blueprint of what all the information on the card is. But
excellent.
Yeah, you're going to have...
Now, real quick, last time we followed the rules of only California and Texas. Does that still apply?
No. So thankfully, I am now at what is called a bonded distillery. So... because of that, we can kind of just mail out to wherever the fuck we want.
Excellent.
And so, yeah, if you just give an address, and we'll make sure that it gets to you.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do it now. That way we can get that done, enjoy the pour, and then we can get on to our next segment, which starts at 12 o'clock. It's going to be, what I call it? I named it so lovingly, Mostly Elite Wrestling Show. So that's going to start at 12 Central in a few minutes here, but let's go ahead and roll. Now, this is just going to be people who have been engaged in the chat. Nightbot's a little insane, so I pulled whatever users it gave me that were eligible at the moment. People who have been active, people who are in the chat. I think that's only fair. And the fact that you can go anywhere, we don't have to type in the California or Texas thing. So we're not going to play that game. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. And we got names right here. If you see your name, you're on the list. It's kind of arbitrary, but because we have 67 people in here. But if you're not subscribed, if you're not a part of the Mexcellent, if you're not a common person, then you want to sign up as soon as possible. But I'm going to get this method going right now.
Why's my name not up there?
Not because you're here. You're here. It's not how it works.
I'm kidding.
So let's go ahead and spin the wheel.
Don't
Wheel
worry, he
of
has sleeper
morality.
agents in there.
Turn. Tell us a lesson that we should learn. Let's click it. Get that spinning wheel going, and don't know when it stops, but it's gonna stop right now. Oh, bet G33K91.
Actually,
Oh, bro.
Damn.
Oh, wait, it almost went over, Elijah. Fuck you, Elijah. You dummy. You don't need the free booze. You're too handsome. We shouldn't be super aggressive with our fans, but bet G33.
He's a friend.
To who?
Look, Elijah, I don't treat you this way.
Right. I got the screenshot. Bet G33K91.
so sad.
I'm going to remove you from the list for now, and we're going to update it less. So you might be in the running. Who knows? But Goliath is one. Bet G is one. Congratulations on winning the whiskey. Now, what do you got for us right now?
So this is really cool. They will also get a sample of this.
Okay, that looks like an old-timey potion.
Yeah. So
Hold on, let me just see real quick. I want to
Yeah,
see this
that's how you get to fast travel.
Right. This looks like some old-timey tincture shit. Cures all your ails. You have a sore throat, you have a busted knee, pour this on there, heal everything.
I actually feel like it does that.
Well, we're going to see. Well, there's our timer right now. We're on a 5-minute clock. Let's go ahead and see what we got here.
So my second week at Still Awesome, they told us that we are going to get special grain and
Special grain. What does that mean?
we're just going to get random batches of grain. So we were told
Amber waves of?
but we were told
Stupid. I know.
we were told to go ahead and put our own mash bill together. Essentially, that means put our own recipe of grain that we want to put into and distill later on into a whiskey. My team, very kind of surprisingly, just on my second week there, said, you come up with the mash bill. So we came up with a 4-grain bourbon. What that means is there's obviously 4 grains, but it meets the required at least 51% corn on the mash bill. It is going to be 25% malted blue corn, 25% malted red corn, 29% triticale grain, which is a old-fashioned hybrid of wheat and rye, and then 20% of Munich barley and Munich malt. And essentially that's mostly known as a beer malt. So what they do use to make beer, but we did that. So essentially this
It's kind of like, maybe I'm wrong with my notes here. It sounds kind of like caramel butterscotch.
yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was too busy listening and looking at all the algorithms. Sorry.
There's a note once it opens up that kind of becomes almost like a birthday cake.
Ooh, we got that funfetti. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Now, here's the kicker. This is currently not that color.
Huh?
So, this whiskey is special because if you here, boss, go ahead, grab that right quick. So, on the notes right here, 7/28/23. That is the date of distillation.
Okay.
Whiskey, when it comes out of the still, is white, clear.
Oh.
This, as you can tell, is not.
Right.
It is because we dropped it into a 1.5 liter mini barrel. For 108 hours.
How many days is that?
That's 4.5.
You're talking like pregnancy
4.5.
things. Like, oh, the baby's like 73 months or,
Yeah,
or not 73
73
weeks.
months.
73 weeks. Like, that's like a 5-year-old. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So
That's not a
108 hours, which is 4.5 days, we dropped into a barrel. So this is going to give us somewhat of a guesstimate of what the whiskey will look like in full 53-gallon barrels in approximately 4 years.
Right.
So
This
God
is
bless.
a sleeper. That's
So
cool.
literally-
Yeah,
right now-
that's going to be in the pack that people are getting, or that Bad
this
G's
is-
getting.
Bat G is going to get an actual like full bottle of this right here.
A full tincture.
Or, yeah, full tincture,
Snake
yeah.
oil.
Yeah. And this
Chalice.
is actually 100 milliliter bottle, I think. But
Yeah, man.
So
A splash of butterscotch.
Hey, look at Bad G. My wife just texted me. I won whiskey from the stream I was driving. I thought she was pranking me. Nah, you won. You won the whiskey.
Also,
Yeah.
Shout out to the wife.
Yeah, for real.
Keep you in the loop.
Also, stop driving and texting. Get the fuck on the road. Get your eyes on the road.
Hey, time out. Cars do a lot of technological things. You don't know what he's equipped with.
Well, you get
Also,
equipped
shout
with
out-
don't
yeah,
drink and
shout out
drive.
to the wifey for just like keeping that.
Oh,
out.
she watches the show too. So Bad G played Mexcellence clips over the loudspeaker of his church the day of his wedding to calm his nerves. What? So like our voice was in a church saying God knows what heinous shit. It's like I don't know what
fucking.
but
I say a lot of random shit, dog.
right, Bat G is a heinous fan of the Mexcellence, so congratulations for winning. Thank you so much, Emiliano. This has been a wonderful segment. This is an annual tradition here at the Mexcellence, and we don't want it to be annual the times that you come and visit.
Oh, yeah,
So
no,
please stick around. We got food for you here. My home is your home. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Here's a souvenir.
Do not say no.
Thank
You
you.
can't have it.
But if you guys
Well,
could,
no, it's for him. It's his gift.
He can't have it. Also, Salt Crystal 100. Wifey here. Hello, Salt Crystal.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, everybody, if y'all guys can do us a solid, if you haven't yet, please make sure you either tag somewhere on Instagram with the ATX Whiskey Society, and
Yeah.
or just make sure you're followed there. And especially those who are connoisseurs of well-tasting, well-crafted beverages and good taste. And also, I mean, someone called you the Hispanic Jason Momoa. You want to see more of his face? You got to go over there.
Tell your wife that a lot.
This is a friend of the show.
Just be like, hey, they called me. Do you see it? Do you see the Jason Momoa? Because all I got is bear. So, there's better things that you can be called. So, we're going to go ahead and, oh, man, we are right on time. We're going to give you a 10-minute break. We're going to get
Momoa.
Jesus Momoa. And so So
man.
we are going to go ahead and wrap this up, but just be sure to check out and screenshot the 9-hour schedule. We did the welcome show. We did Whiskey Time with ATX Whiskey Society, and at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, Mostly Elite Wrestling Show with Marcos helming a wrestling podcast with special guests who just arrived right now. Welcome them with open arms while I take a break and maybe take a nap. Who knows? But our giveaway there is going to be some Lift ATX workout clothing and a Manscaped beard hedger. So the way you can participate and get yourself one of those, I've realized what my little algorithm does to make sure your name is on the big wheel, and I'll do that and Marcos will pass it to me. You need to comment, you need to engage, you need to subscribe, you need to do all those things. Right now, Bat G, House Dog, Onamaka Crystal, Assault Crystal, and Savage Mandy are the only ones eligible, so be sure to start talking, and there's going to be a real ad that's going to be playing during our break, so we lucked out there, but be sure to subscribe so you avoid all ads. And we're looking towards getting our goals going. Right now we are at, let's see, we had 67 viewers this time, so we're trying to get to 100 concurrent if we can do it, but we got 68 viewers right now, 1506 followers, 193 subscribers. We're looking for 250 subs. So if you want to gift to the community while we're gone, let's get that number up and get it done. Emiliano, thank you so much. El Whiskilero on Instagram, ATX Whiskey Society on Instagram. Go ahead and check it out. Be sure to follow and support in the same way that you've supported us. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your support.
Thank you
all these
so
years.
much. For reals. We really, like, I mean, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on this Black Excellence coasting.
So sit tight for a wrestling talk. It's going to be really insightful, really fun, and you're going to have a hell of a time. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. And enjoy the commercials. There's little narratives and Legos and all sorts of fantastic
Might
stuff.
catch me rapping on there.
No, do not.
Wait,
Don't you fucking lie to these people.
You didn't use that clip?
No, I dubbed over it, and now it is just me saying, bye, Manscaped.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Manscaped.